This excitement is bad for master.
I found rather serious, by the way. If something like that had happened in the bachelor dialect, a punishment was imposed immediately.
Certainly, sir, certainly.
It is my opinion, Mr. Benito. Side now, looking to Picker, who had tried to come between the boys. It would be very advantageous to keep Busy all black, especially the younger ones, no matter what happening in the boat, because even with my small group, I feel it necessary this procedure. On my crew kept on the quarterdeck, mat shaking my cabin, when, for 3 days, had given up my shipment, mat and everything else, because of the gale, by was violence, could not do anything to be led to take mercy.
Certainly, certainly.
But, looking back of Oakum Picker, and then the hatchet Pulitzer near, I see that, unless he's busy with some of his people.
Yes.
The altar throwing his species from their pulpits. Speakers seem to represent the role of offspring, future daughters. Although what you see is warning and undeserved, that they do it of their own accord, Mr. Benito, or having command to the shepherd of his flock of black sheep, and those conjured Ashanti Hensi, rather uneasily looking at the still wielding the hatchet polisher, which had been polished in part, not curious to have these tags, Mr. Benito.
During the Galles, we encountered Saint the Spanish.
I wish idea, Mr. Benito. I suppose is it, in part, owner of a ship, but not a slave, is not it?
I own everything you, except most black, which belonged to the lad Prince Alejandro Aranda.
And I can ask, Mr. Benito, if as has been said you know about cabin passenger, the friend was lost to uplift him, a companion black to start the trip.
Yes.
But I did of a favor?
She did of favor, only if I could have...
Excuse me, but I think, having gone through a similar experience, I can guess, Mr. Benito, which causes more pain in his distress. I once had the misfortune to lose a dear friend, my own brother, who was that purser, so the welfare of us all. I can cope with his departure is a man, but that hand honest, that look honest of how often they found mine, and the good here, everything, and leftovers for the dogs, everything down to the sharks. It was then that I vowed never to take a loved one as a traveling companion, unless, knowing him, will have provided everything you need to embalm his remains, and they can be buried at landfall. If the remains of his friend were now on board, Mr. Benito, will not affect him much mention of his name.
On board the ship? Atufandu moved like a murmured the servant. See, sir, waiting for your question. Atufan, do I will ask forgiven now? Again, my captain, not to be submitted to the master. Answer, still abounding, say but the word forgiveness, and have you remembered the time? No, I am fine. Go.
Excuse me, Mr. Benito. This saying surprised me. Could you tell me what this means?
It means that black, we alone among the angry group, has affected my particular offense. I by done changed in we call not sin, to cheap corpulence, by a trying to ask forgiveness. I still have not done. By my order must be submitted to me every 2 hours.
And how long don't this go?
For the past 60 days.
Is obedient and everything else and respectful?
Yes.
Then I think we think the subject as a royal spirit.
You might have, I read to it. He was king in his own land. Yes, speaking those sleep in the air, has Atufan had broadened world earning. But poor Babo is his homeland. He was just a poor slave. Babo was a black slave as no of a target.
Tell me, please, Mr. Benito, what was the offense of Atufal? If it was nothing too serious, accept the advice of a fool and in view of their generally docile and a certain natural respect to discourage, praise punishment.
No, the master will not do that every time. The pronoun Atufan must be as master pardon, that the slave carry the padlock, but the master hold the key.
So, Mr. Benito, whoa, look and key will signify symbol, truly.
And